guys, we are back on Hazel. So as y'all can see, we went ahead and did the T-bar setup, and you know, it was a bitch and a half, but we finally got it, and it's pretty good. Now I will have to say, as you can see right here, my my risers look a little bit crooked or whatnot, and that is because they are. So these are TCBros risers that I bought off of Facebook Marketplace for, I want to say I spent like $100 or something. It was very cheap compared to how much they really are. And I looked at them and I thought they were fine. I will say that I did have to get them rethreaded because they're all, you know, looking kind of nasty, and I wanted to clean up the threads. So I had my man Derek at Black Gold Harley Davidson go ahead and, you know, work his own magic and make them look pretty. And as I was setting everything up and it being a pain in the ass to do, I noticed that there's a lot of things that were wrong. So when it came to me measuring out my cables, I thought I had enough room. My clutch cable, I mean, as you can see, obviously, like, it's working perfectly fine, or per se, or whatnot. My clutch cable, I had to kind of take it off that little hook part at the bottom over there to give it more length. And then my brake cable, I had to do a little bendy, or my brake line, I had to do a little bendy and, you know, kind of angle it a little bit differently to get more room with that. Now the turn signals itself, I had to go ahead and pull the cords through a little bit more to get that extra room, and I wasn't able to internally wire any of the wires because the way early model Dynas are made, when it comes to the wiring harness, everything is basically like tucked in the middle of the frame. Right here is where it's tucked. Other than on a late model, the connectors are kind of more tucked into the neck area of the bike. So that was the biggest difference there. So that's why I couldn't de-pin or anything, because it's just a bitch and a half to take apart that front part of the wiring harness, because you got to go ahead and pop the back piece cover out from the bike, reach your hand all the way in there, even though it's a tight space, and, you know, pull some of the wiring harness out of the bike, and then you have to pull it through the bike even more to get those connectors or access to those connectors. And honestly, I just did not want to have to do that or deal with that, so I jimmy rigged it and made it work. I also went with a poor man's gauge relocation setup. Show y'all here in a minute. So as you can see, we went ahead and put some bolts at the bottom right there for that gauge setup. But yeah, so that's that. Our OG pegs came in and we put those on, and they look fucking great in my opinion, and they feel great too. Like, they feel absolutely fucking amazing, if I'm being honest. Now, how do they compare to the Flow pegs that I have by Flow Motorsport? At least I think that's what they're called, or my gold pegs. I will say this: when it comes to like Flow having basically a center to my foot, Flow has placement when it comes to my foot. These, I'm a little bit iffy on the placement, but that's just because of the certain pegs I got. They're not meant to cover my whole foot, other than the Flow floorboard or mini floorboards that I got. They kind of covered almost all of my foot when it came to placement. So there's the biggest difference on that. Grip wise, these are so much better in my opinion. They feel way better. You know, I've got some bald ass shoes slash low tread on the bottom of my shoe, and these grip like it's nothing. And as you can see, it's kind of like a little pyramid grip too, and they just look amazing. The aluminum with the motor, and then the reflection off the chrome as well. This looks fucking great. Looks fucking great. And it is hotter than fuck all. But yeah, floorboards feel great, bars feel good for, you know, how Jimmy rigged they are. Now I have noticed something a little bit different with my bike. I noticed that it is getting a little bit harder to turn on. And what do I mean by harder? I mean it's starting to struggle a little bit. So when my voltage regulator went out on Salem, my old 2011 Dyna, it would start right up, but I noticed that it would just start losing power as I was riding. Well, this one's different. Oh, my cheeks are just fucking pressing right into my teeth right now. With this one, it's different. It's struggling to turn on. That might just be due to the battery. I noticed that when I do put it, because I put my bike on the Tinder every night before I go to bed, just in case. So I noticed that every time I put it on the Tinder, it's always charging. And even when I unplug it in the morning, sometimes it'll be green, or sometimes it'll still show orange as if it's charging. So I'm pretty sure it's the battery that I have, and I have a spare battery at the house that I can just go ahead and swap onto this one. Honestly, it's meant for my 2011 Dyna, but it's been sitting for so long in my garage to where, I mean, if I need to go ahead and swap batteries, I have the absolute ability to do so. So yeah, after we did the handlebar setup, we went ahead and took a little ride with my boy Chopper Chris. So yeah, we took a little ride with my boy Chopper Chris, you know, kind of cruise around for a little bit. And then we also had a little going away party for my dear friend and somebody I also consider a brother out of my friend groups, Anthony. Anthony, he's just the funniest motherfucker that I have known. And he's a very unique guy. I'll say that. He's very unique in his own way, and honestly, he's just an amazing person. Really funny, like fucking hilarious, dark humored, and it's great. Ooh, she got a little jumpy there. Dark humored, and it's great to have him around, because even when you are feeling a little bit down, he can just say the funniest shit and it'll make you laugh and it'll make you smile. So yeah, we had our little going away party. Unfortunately, any single time that he has had his bike ready to ride, I haven't been able to ride with him because either my bike was down or I didn't have the bike at the time. And anytime I did have a bike and my bike was ready and fixed, his bike isn't ready. So we're gonna, you know, one of these days plan a trip out to where he's at. Oh, I had a burp. Oh, that was a real heartburn one. We're gonna plan a trip out to where he's at, and we're gonna, you know, pay him a visit, and hopefully he is good enough to have a ride by then. So yeah, damn, my fucking cheeks. Anthony, how do I say this? I mean, I kind of already said it at the party, whatnot. Sucks that you're leaving. hate to see you leave, love to see you walk away. Type deal, type shit, type shit. Woo. But yeah, I hope that San Antonio really works out for you, brother. I really do. I wish you the best of luck. Like I said, I mean, it sucks, you know, that you have to leave or whatever, but I know that wherever you go and wherever you're at, you're always gonna, you know, prosper. Prosper and overachieve and all that other bullshit that I could say to be real sweet. But yeah, man, I really hope that it does work out for you, and I hope that it brings you happiness and it's something that you enjoy being out there. And you know, if you ever need somebody, just give me a call, give me a text. That's really all I have to say about that. Because I mean, you kind of heard what I said at the party, and you know, I'll insert a little bit of some clips in there and whatnot as a little fair goodbye. But yeah, man, you're always the guy that is the first person to ride my Dynas. So yeah, man, we'll be sure to always have that as a tradition. Every bike I get, you'll be the first one to ride it. But yeah, other than that, the only thing we're waiting on is our crash gear. We already got the shock sliders for this bike from Bunking. All we need is the front part. Now I'm debating real hard because I want to go with the original garage crash guard that they have, but at the same time I want to go with the full Cruzy Originals K-bar, and I might go with the Cruzy Originals one because I mean, when it comes to my stunt path, I'm just starting out as a stunter. So we'll probably go with that, and then eventually once we gain the experience and we stop beating the fuck out of our bike, then we'll go ahead and get the one that we do want. But for alrighty, mates. So our GoPro died, so that's always fun. So this is me continuing off where we left off, per se, or whatnot. I actually don't remember where we left off exactly. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video, and oh my god, when I say that y'all killed, I mean y'all killed the last video. Like, we're at 300 subscribers now. That is fucking insane. I want to say I probably gained about, like, I'd say like 50 to 100, actually more than that, in the past 5 days than I have in a year. So thank y'all very much for that. Like, just a round of applause for, you know, us or whatnot. That is just amazing. So, just fucking unbelievable. And we're almost at 2K views on the last video, and y'all smash that like button. I saw there was a couple dislikes in there as well, but hey, you know, you win some, you lose some. What can you do? And like I said, I want to get, you know, a little bit more active when it comes to making my weekly posts or whatnot. You know, we're always gonna have a Moto Monday. That is something that we are gonna try and constantly do. Yeah, we're always gonna try and upload for Moto Monday. Nasty lad, nasty. Well, yeah, I really hope that y'all enjoyed this video. If you did and you're new to the channel, please leave a like and a comment. Let me know if there's anything else y'all want to see, if there's any activities that y'all want me to try to attend or do on this channel. Yeah, and I'd like to hear your input on what y'all want to see. Oh, look at all the birdies. Look at all the birdies, lad. Birdies. Oh yeah, we just love that. But yeah, pretty sure we're just gonna go ahead and cut the vlog here. Like I said, this is just a continuation from last night because my GoPro died, unfortunately. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, like I said, leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. If you're a returning viewer, and you're pretty brand new, I just want to go ahead and give you a warm welcome and say hello. Yeah, I really hope y'all stick around, and love and appreciate all of y'all. Bye bye, have a good night.
Trust the government. Your taxes are being dedicated to a fucking government, military, and metroplex.
Grace, you're up right now.
Don't trust the fucking government, man. This is fucking Anthony fuck. I'm reporting to you right now to tell you that don't trust the fucking government, man. All of your taxpayer dollars are going to the military